Greetings everyone, welcome to English Talk. Today we will learn a new story named The Three Fishes. Let's get started. The Three Fishes. Three big fishes lived in a big lake. They were good friends and had strange names. Quick Fix, Let's Wait, and Foresighted. Their names reflected their nature. Quick Fix was very clever and would wriggle out of any difficult situation at the last moment. Let's Wait always took things easy and was never bothered by troubles, hoping they would get sorted on their own. But Farsighted was wise and always took precautions for any future trouble well in time. The lake in which they lived was connected to the river by a narrow canal. Thus, the water always remained fresh and the lake was very lively. There were many other fish in the lake. The reason was remote, hence fishermen never came fishing there and everyone was happy. One summer afternoon a stork flew to the lake. He often passed through this region and rested a while by the lake on his way. Most of the senior fishes knew him. Whenever the stork flew in, the fishes would gather around him to know what was going on in the world. The stork roamed all over the land and he knew a lot about everything. This time, the stork had a serious look as the older fishes greeted him. He simply nodded in acknowledgement and said, "Fishermen are coming." "Where to?" asked the puzzled fishes. "Here at this lake." "They are still quite far but will surely arrive in a few days. I had seen them crossing the great meadow of Buandanga. After the meadow, they will pass through the forest, cross the river, and will be here in no time. Perhaps they are headed for somewhere else," the middle aged Todd said. "No, I had overheard them. They have got news that there are big fishes in this lake and no fishing had ever been done here. It is here that they come." "This is horrible," said the cutla. She was a big fish with a lot of offspring and was naturally bothered about the well being of all. "Why don't we go away?" proposed the Mahashir. "Where?" asked the eel. "And how? We don't fly like Brother Stork, neither can we trot on land. This lake is where we were born and this is where we are going to die. We are in no hurry to die," said the Mahashir calmly. "I requested Brother Stork to offer us some advice. He travels far, has seen a lot and knows much. Let us hear what he has to say." Finally, the stork spoke again. "It is true that you neither fly nor run, but you can swim, and you need to swim to another lake. When the river overflows during the high tide and water rushes through the canal to this lake, you can easily swim through the canal with a little effort. Then you can reach the river, swim upstream, and enter some other canal that leads to some other lake. I have seen many such lakes around the river. Most of you are big fish and strong enough to swim against the flow of water. This is only the solution." Everyone agreed and thanked the stork gratefully. They hurried home underwater and informed their families to make quick preparations to leave the lake. A few young and reckless fish that lived alone set off that very day itself to check out the route of the journey. The lake was abuzed with activity and anxiety. The three friends were present in the gathering and had heard everything. So what should we do? Forsyth asked. Go home and sleep, said let's wait. It is too early for all this hurry and worry. Let us first see if the fishermen actually come here. Quick fix. Nodded in agreement. Don't worry. I'm clever enough to find a way out, even if the fishermen actually arrive. Forsyth was not convinced. The stork had clearly heard that the fishermen are headed towards this lake sooner or later. They are sure to arrive. We need to act while there is time. I shall use my intelligence only if they actually catch me, said Quickfix. There are so many fish here, I might as well escape the net. Why should I wreck my brains if I am not captured? Why bother? They are still so far away. Anything can happen in between. Never act in haste. Let's wait, yawned. Forsyth shook his head. Friends, I think what Quick Fix wants to do is risky. You might not be able to escape once caught, and what Let's Wait says is outright foolish. No one should sleep and laze while danger is lurking. Tomorrow morning I'll leave the lake with my family. If you are sensible enough, come with me. If not, stay back and face the consequence. The other two were sad to hear this, but they did not want to leave the lake which they had known to be their only home. The three friends parted with a heavy heart. Forsyth made overnight arrangements and left the lake early next morning through the canal. Many other fishes left too, and within a couple of days almost all the fish were gone. By the evening of the fifth day, only two fish were left in the lake, Quick Fix and Let's Wait. The fishermen came on the sixth day. It was nearly midday when they arrived. They had nets and poles as well as huge bags and pots with them. They were happy to see the vast expanse of the lake and expected a huge catch. They camped by the lake, gathered firewood from the nearby forest and began preparations for cooking their lunch. They rested a while after lunch. Then in the afternoon the fishermen got into the water and cast their nets. What do we do now? Asked Quick Fix. Do we really need to do anything? Let's wait. Ask back. Doesn't matter to me really, shrugged Quick Fix. I can always find a way out. Why bother? It is a huge lake. They will take a long time to catch us, if at all. Anything can happen in between, never act in haste. Let's wait, said. The fishermen were surprised to find no fish in the lake. They cast nets in different places, but nothing yielded. They were dejected. The evening was approaching too. However, they decided to cast the net for one last time before nightfall, and this time they caught two fishes, Quick Fix and Let's Wait. Caught in the net. Let's Wait said, this is a big net. It will take quite some time before they can pull it up above the water. Quick Fix, meanwhile, lay still as if lifeless. As the men drew the net up, they were somewhat relieved to find two big fishes. However, they were again disappointed to see one of them was dead. No use carrying the dead fish all the way back. Keep it on the bank. We can cook it tonight. As soon as they took Quick Fix out the net, he gave one mighty twist and splashed back into the water. By then it was dark, and there was no way the fisherman could go after him. Quick Fix swiftly swam towards the canal through which all fish had left and hid in the canal. He knew no one would be fishing there. So the fisherman pulled Let's Wait, and realizing that it was futile to carry back just one fish, they cut him up and feasted on him that night. If you like this story, please like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.